160 metres, ready to sprint, and away they go. Good enough start for them, showing good pace towards the inside is King's Road, the blue cap. Edward Rise right up there in the ether, a lot handier today. San Simon to the outside with Vegas High Rise and Tayuba. Then came twice the Storm. King Rahul racing behind that Munchkin. Here comes the Rain and Samuel Salt. 6-7 lengths cover them as they head downward to the last 600 metres, and it's King's Road, the left-hand side. Edward Rye goes well towards the outside. Then San Simon, followed by Tayuba, Vegas High Rise in the ether, then King Rahul. Further back to Samuel Salt on the outside, twice the Storm, Munchkin, here comes the Rain. Edward Rye, galvanised on the outside, comes to hit the front, 350 from home. From Tayuba racing second, then came San Simon, King Rahul. Further back in the field is in the ether, 200 to go. Edward Rye got a race on its hands. Tayuba's back in second, but Edward Rye keeps on rolling, pulls another length clear here. Edward Rye goes clear in the closing stages. That's it. Edward Rye wraps it up nicely. Second, San Simon. Tayuba third, and fourth to Vegas High Rise. Supremely confident ride on the Argentinian-bred son of Catcher in the Rye. Owned by Messrs. A. Lang, LH Pilots, AP Peter and Daryl Utah, and bred in the Argentine by Santa Ines. It's out of the Southern Halo mare, Empress Jackie. Edward Rye follows up on a good maiden win last time out to win in this merit-rated 80 class. It's a huge step up. It's a big win. San Simon second, Tayuba third, and fourth to Vegas High Rise. The Tony Peters stable ends off with a double here at Turffontein. Back to the studio.
Edward Rye just rolled all the way to the line. Calvin, so that's your 50th?
Yes.
50th winner this season. Lovely stuff, man.
Yeah, listen, it's going really well, and you know, I just have to thank all the trainers that have supported me, and especially to Tony. You know, he's really taken me on in a big way, and as I said earlier, the partnership's growing and growing, and I'm able to get to know these horses, and you know, it's benefiting me in so much way to ride these horses in the races. I know them from back home, and I know them in the races, so you know, I'm starting to learn how to ride them, and you know, he's such a good trainer. He just turns them out so well and makes my job a lot easier. So thank you to Tony, to Uncle Paul, and to the whole team. I'm really grateful for the opportunity, and to the owners, a whole bunch of them. So Leviton, his name's not in the book, but he's part of the horse, and glad to have him. Yeah, I'm sure you'll have a couple of words, and just happy to end the day off this way.
Mr. Leviton's not in any name of any book at any time. He's got shares in everything, because, you know, not that he's physically got shares, but he just loves it. He just loves it, and he enjoys it, you know, at the end of the day.
He's the gentleman of the game, and known him since I was an apprentice, so glad to ride him another winner. And yeah, he bought me a couple of breakfasts when I was an apprentice, so yes. Hopefully this is paying off for it.
Well done, Cal. Keep it together.
Thank you so much.
We look forward to continue chatting to Calvin. Here's Tony. Just rolled away on the lead. Jazzy shook the range, you know, started shaking loose on the lead, and lovely stuff, Tony.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. It's not an easy feat to win with that type of weight against 5, 6, 7 time winners. So I think he's half decent, which got to keep him sound and keep him enjoying his racing. But just a big thanks to Calvin. He does a lot of work in the morning. He's learning how we like them worked, and he's you know, he's getting on with horses, and he's learning new things about them each day. He's got a very good work ethic, and we're just happy to have him on board. Big well done to the whole group of guys. They're so fun. They're such an amazing gentleman. Uncle Ian, Daryl, Les, Anthony, he couldn't make it today, got stuck in traffic. They spent Sunday morning with us, and they're just so passionate about their horses, and we're just so blessed to have them as part of our yard. Well done to Jackson the groom, and to Hopes and Dreams Stud, my sponsors.
Lovely, Tony. Keep it up. Fantastic stuff. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony Peter. The last double. He did tell us they were going to roll into the last double. A lot of confidence, Ian, and I know you're not shy when it comes to punting, so I hope you cleaned up.
Yeah, yes, obviously. But Anthony phoned me on the death and scaled 20 of mine because he couldn't get on or something. So, but only a pleasure to share with my mates.
You, Anthony Joseph.
Anthony Lang.
Anthony Lang, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, but it's great. To Tony, you just keep on having those winners, my boy. You show them what's going on here. Then it's put mud on a couple of people's faces, this.
Well, this horse has won very impressively, back-to-back victories now. As I said to Tony earlier, Ian, you just as Calvin just shook the reins, or gave a beautiful response.
No, absolutely. Tony gave us confidence. He said, listen, I think he's going to win again, even though they penalised him quite heavily last time. But Tony's just going about what he has to do with all the trouble that's been going on. But Tony must just carry on having the winners and showing people what it's all about. He's training horses, and that's what he's good to. He's brilliant at doing.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
Thanks, Ian. Thank you so much for all of that. That's Ian Leverton, as you well know. Jackson, congratulations, Jackson.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Mr. Tony and my team. Say well done.
Absolutely well done. There we go. So the World Sports Betting Check. Come in, Joe. You want to come and join for the photo? Yes. Go in. Of course, you can say 2 words. Only with pleasure. Come and have a word with me. Well done, my good friend.
Yes, I'm very glad to win these 2 races. Always you're working hard. You don't give it up. Always try and try and try. Even things happening, we're still saying God will with us. Only one man help us is God.
Lovely stuff. Enjoy the rest of the night. Have a good sleep tonight. And that's Edward Rye. That Peter Double has arrived. The handicappers ultimately were correct in their assuming the penalty from their last start, in that this horse did win impressively at the end of the day, despite, that extra 4 kilos, the penalty, but he carried it well, did Edward Rye. And that's our call for the day, our last. Thank you so much, everybody. Ricardo, all the on-course team here, and for Daryl Marie for stepping in here and helping as well. Trust it's been pleasant, and enjoy your night. We'll be back at the Vaal on Thursday.